Welcome back from the break. So I tried the recipe and it was a success and it was yummy in my tummy. So up next is the Know Your Animal, and I hope that you learned new facts about this animal. So enjoy!
Good morning, kids. I'm Silas Isabwa from Stedmark Gardens, and today we are going to talk about the Indian fantail pigeons. The name Indian fantail pigeon is because they are from India, and the name fantail, it's because of their tails. It's like a fan, it's like the cooling fan. That's the name fantail pigeons. They are purely white, they don't come in any mixed colors, and they are the ones that, like in Kenya, they are used as a symbol of peace in some of the cultural or some corporate events, like in weddings or other events. People release them in the air as a symbol of peace. Pigeons, they have a clutch size of 2. That is, they lay up to 2 eggs in a breeding or a single breeding season, and the eggs takes about 2.5 weeks to hatch. They hatch chicks that don't have feathers. Therefore, the mother pigeon feeds the chicks from the nest. They do mouth-to-mouth feeding. Daddies, for the pigeons, they have an extended chest with a short beak, while mummies, they don't have that extended chest, and they have a long beak. Their food, we usually feed them on grains, and the grains that we feed them includes millet, sorghum, and wheat. At a time, we add sukuma wiki in their diet to enhance the digestion of their food. And sometimes we also add supplement foods that includes starter mash from the agrovet shops. They can live for up to 5 to 10 years if they are well kept in nice conditions. They always stay in pairs, like they stick to their partners as well, but it doesn't affect them so much if one of them is removed. So they stay or stick, they mate together until they die. So they stick to their partners. Most of these pigeons, they are fancy pigeons that are usually domesticated, so you cannot find them in the wild. Like in Kenya, you cannot find them in the bush or in the forest, as we might be able to see the normal pigeons that we keep. These ones are usually domesticated with a few areas, but in India, you can find them in the wild. But in Kenya, you can't see them in the forest. Yeah. So if you want to see them, maybe you can see them at this place, at Stedmark Gardens. And I can't give an account of maybe where else, but if you come here at Stedmark, you can be able to see them and you can learn more about them. Ornamental means you don't eat them, but you only have them in your home for decoration purposes or for beauty. So like a flower in your garden. So just looking at them, seeing them, enjoying their beauty, but not eating them. That's why we use them as ornamental birds. The behaviors for the pigeons is they move in flocks or they move in large group. You will hear them making a cooing sound. That's groom, groom, yeah. And the daddies are the ones that makes that sound. Mummies don't make sound. So that's most of the behavior that you'll hear normally with the pigeons. Fun fact about them is that usually, as I said, if somebody has a wedding and you like to make his or her wedding, or people like to make their wedding memorable, they can take like a pair of them, and then after tying the knot, they release them in the air to symbolize that the wedding be of peace and to show that what they are doing is more of peaceful. So in most of the events, if you release the pigeons and they go in the wild, it's a nod or a yes that the wedding is accepted. If you happen to release the pigeons and they don't fly, it's like the prayer or the wedding is not accepted. So maybe it might have some problems. So it's good when you release them, they have to fly and disappear. Hope you enjoyed the lesson with the Indian fantail pigeons. Until next time, bye-bye.
So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you learned lots of new facts about your favorite animal or an animal in general. Now I'll see you after the break.